Hi, how are you? Oops, you just saw me turning off my phone. Oh my goodness, isn't it amazing? You think you've got everything covered when you start, and you don't. And I have to remember to keep up here with my work off. I'm watching my videos. When I was sick last week, I was watching my videos and I noticed a lot of the top, I come down a little bit low. I know I've got the camera set to there, so I do that all in the beginning, but sometimes, look at my nails. They're cute. They were meant to be bows, but the girl forgot the white bit, so they look like stars or something, and then there's sparkles on the top. Anyway, so today's card is using Fragrant Layers. So I was so tossing up because there's so many new things coming out. So this is the new calendar, the new mini catalogue. But if I'm correct, this is the one I'm using today is an exclusives. So anyway, you just go to AnnetteFalconer.stampingup.net and you have a look in that shop. You can go and look at anything you want. So go and have a look at Last Chance. I put onto my Facebook page that the everything is marked. Most of it's marked down. A lot of it's marked down in the mini catalogue, which you've all seen. So that was in January. Oh, isn't it awful? It's all out. So the dinosaurs, which I've got. Oh my goodness, this will be going on Last Chance. Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? Anyway, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And the Christmas catalogue, there's a lot of that is going on Last Chance, and it's available now. And the other good thing is today, I put it on my Facebook somewhere. I'm just going to click up my thing and see. So from the 10th to the 12th, another 2 days, it's free shipping if an order is over 40. So again, it's a good idea. But go to the Last Chance, have a look. And I'm not just saying it because I do it. It's just, I'd rather you get a bargain and get something nice. Now, I have to show you my card from last night if you didn't see last night's. Now, I always say, don't you think that looks boring? It does look pretty, and that's all in DSP, cut out. All cut out DSP. There's some embossing, and then look. And did you see the flowers pop out? And that's what it looks like. Isn't that cool? I'm excited by myself, aren't I? So if you didn't see that, go on last night and have a look. Right, today we're doing this card. So this is with the fragrant flowers, and I just didn't want to stamp them on. So I just did, and look, there's a bit of dirt on there. Isn't that funny? All this handling. And so you get a peek through there. I made a envelope to go with it. Isn't that so cute? Just easy, simple, and lots of orange on the back. That's not very good, is it? Anyway, let's get cracking and do ours. So I'll put these to the side for a second. And I've got my box of goodies. Let's keep them, but you know what goodie I didn't bring out? Well, that's my second. I'll show you these two in a minute because I did 2 more. I'll put them out when I'm finished. Alright, these are retired, I think. Definitely. Adhesive backed metal gems. So I'm making it my project to get rid of it all. So I'm just going to grab my ink pads, and I don't know if it's, I think it's Lost Lagoon. I shall double check on my writing, but I'm sure I put ink pads, Calypso Coral Timid Tiger. Got this totally, I got Lost Lagoon right. So Calypso Coral and Timid Tiger. Calypso Coral, where are you? Yes, I did have the right one. I did have one right one. So Calypso Coral, and we have Calypso Coral cardstock. Just have a sip. Because all my 1,000 people are watching me. I love talking to myself. Well, I got through my little colonoscopy and endoscopy, or whatever you call it, the other day, and I'm just waiting for my results, and I'm sure I'll be fine. Funny thing is, the doctor came in to tell me what was happening, and because you're under anaesthetic still, I don't even know what he said. I'm thinking, why do you bother telling us? Alright, so let's get this party started. So we have a piece of Calypso Coral, 11 by 4. I do mine in inches, I'm sorry, I'm an old quilter. 11 by 4 1/8, so 11, correct, and 4 and 1, so it's 1 2, the mark's 1 2 after thing. So I suppose if you did it in centimetres, what would it be? 10.5 by 28. Oh, that would be easy, wouldn't it? So we're just basically scoring it in half, and I line it up on the end, and I do this. Oh, this is my bone folder. Probably shouldn't be wearing white, but I'm going out soon, and I've got a denim skirt on. I haven't worn skirts for years. I put on a bit of weight. I'd lost a lot of weight, now I've found a little bit, so I've been annoyed with myself, but it doesn't matter, we'll get there. Now, I have used a punch, which I had out yesterday but put away, and if I'm correct, it's the 2-inch punch, yes. So, with this one, we're just going to punch it in here, and there you go, we don't need that. Something for Ron. And with our stamps, we're going to do a little bit of Timid Tiger. I've done it quite faint. If you have a look at this, it's quite faint, the stamping, see here? And I am sure I've done it in Calypso Coral, so it's blended in, but it does stand out enough. So we're just going to use our flower. Some come off, some stay on, and we're using that one. So I've sellotaped down a piece of cardboard here off the back of one of our packs, and then I've stamped all this, so I put it on so I've got it there, and then I just close it up. Some stay on, and that's just got the lightweight one that comes with the stamp, okay? And that way I know which one without having to shut the cover all the time, shut the front of it. So we're just going to, now I better take that off, and I have a piece of paper here because I don't want it coming through the back. Alright, so you're going to have to go up and down around here. And I think it would have been too much to put DSP on here, so that's why I'm doing it like this. Okay, so now I've done all that end, I don't have to worry, but because we're coming to the corner, I can, if it goes over, I'm not worried. And a lot of that side will be actually covered, so it's not going to matter too much. Alright, so we've got that. Now we might get our envelope. and we'll do those at the same time to save us coming back. So with my envelope, I have started about here and worked my way up. Okay, and if you want to be real fancy, you could pop a few on the back. Alright, now we'll get the, oh hi, how are you? Some people did pop on. I get excited, thank you. Easily amused I am. I don't know if you'll like it or you're not. I do have two others because I wasn't sure how I felt about it. So I'm just going to find the little leaves. And since we've got it out here, and we've also got It's Your Day. So I'm just going to pop those. I cleaned all my blocks last night. Pop that on there. I'll get a tiny little one on here. I cleaned all my blocks with metho. My husband said, you better open the door, it smells, you're going to get high. I was like, let me silly, and I definitely smelled it. Alright, so now with the Lost Lagoon, we'll just add some little leaves and then we can get back to the hard stuff. So, where's my Lost Lagoon? Under here. Alright. We don't need them on the card, we're just putting them on the envelope. So now get yourself a little scrap or a corner of something too, because so this one I've only just put one on here, and then I'll use the other one down there. And now to get them in here properly, I just want to put one into your corner, use your paper, and then we don't get a mess. Now I'm going to do the same on that side, but I want the thinner one. Just going to turn this around. Okay, and see? I think that'll do before I muck it up. Again on that side, and I'm going to put only one, the remaining one there. And how easy that? So that's masking. You don't have to have. You can get masking stuff, but I mean, if you're not got it, you're not got it. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put that on there for now. I might leave it on the block because I've lost. Yesterday I was doing my cards with my ladies, and I had a new lady, so I had to cut another one out. So I'm just going to pick up one of these. These are my scraps I get at the end of when I cut my cards out, because I do it to the Australian measurements, or I think it is. Oh, that one's Just a Note. I meant to be doing It's Your Day. I could do Just a Note, couldn't I? But I better do what I said I was going to do. Oh, that's Just a Note. So where is It's Your Day? There it is. I have to do that on a long one because I can't be bothered finding another one. And I'll put that away, so that's alright. Alright. I left it there. What was I saying? Yeah, so I did my card class yesterday. It was so much fun. We had, now I'm going to have to do it down a bit because I've got a die that cuts that out. It's so nice, isn't it? You don't use that colour a lot, but it is nice. I'll leave it there again. I don't want to. Alright, we'll come back to those. Make sure you remember where that one is. So, because I had this fifth lady come, I thought, shit, everyone else, I'd made all the other cuts, but and I'd put a note into the last one, and then I'd gone off and done stuff. It's probably all the Christmas decorations and everything, and I totally forgot. About this lady. Oh my God. So just before the class, there I am, running around, trying to find it. And you know, I couldn't find the dies anywhere. I was like, oh, how did I do that? What have I done? Oh, I felt like so silly. And so I ended up, I started cutting it out. And then I got to the dies. I couldn't find the die pieces. I'm like, I have lost just the 2 dies I was working with, the 3 dies I was working with. How can that be? So I looked, and in the end, I just said, oh my goodness. So one of my ladies that's really nice, a really good friend of mine, I said to her, I've done it a bit different. Can you just do it and I'll give you my original one? And she said, no, don't worry about it. So last night, I looked up and down for it everywhere before my life. And do you think I could find it? I said, look at that. When it cuts it out on there, it's like that. So we're going to look at that from here. And we're going to put a white mat underneath. I'm just grabbing one out. Because I have my nails done, can't get a thing. Okay, so this one is going to go in here. Now we didn't stamp on the other one inside. We've just left that open for someone to do. So I'm going to glue that down. So anyway, I went down through the cupboard to have a look. What have I got? Because I don't have a class till February now. And I saw some cards I've sort of looked at and thought about. And I was putting one away and I saw the other pack. This pack of stamps that I was missing has like 2 stamps and 2 dies, and I do not know why that it just does. I'm going to trim this. I'm going to do it on a trimmer because sometimes when I cut I'm not as straight. Alright. And I opened it up and there they were. They're in the wrong pack. Oh my goodness. So I've been sitting there waiting. I'm just going to make sure that's about the same there. Alright. And it's just a little over. Can you see that? I'm just going to slither off the tiniest piece, which will be a pain. So if you're doing something like this, take it to the middle and then just go from the middle and take it down. If you start at the top or the bottom, you're likely to tear it. So that's what I want. And so I found it. But in the meantime, the lady that had made hers, she was happy with hers. So this is just going to sit in the middle here because that's what you're going to see under there. How easy is this? Hey? And this is the one that's due out. So, and I'm only just doing it around the outsides. And just a little, and there's a couple of big bits in here, see? And you just tap it. I don't want to drag it through anything and get too much. Just as the flowers have got a little bit, that's all you need, because I think it will. Make sure you haven't got a really juicy stamp pad. Alright, that should be just about enough. Okay, now what I'm going to do to make it a bit easier is I'm going to grab my silicone mat. I'm going to lay this down. It's got a little bit of a border around it. Not for any reason in particular. But lay that on top and use that to hold it down because I don't want glue on me. And then if I pull that up, any glue is there. So I did have a bit come out. We'll have to make sure. This little trick to do is this thing here. It's from the embossing buddy. And if you rub over the glue, it won't stick. Okay, so now I can put that down and it's not going to stick. So that's your trick. 2 tricks today, too much. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that. Now, we've got this one. So I do have to cut one out. I try to not make you work so hard. At the end, I've got 2 more cards because I just kept going. I was having fun, so I kept going. I wasn't sure which ones I liked. So with that flower one, so there's that, and then there's the top. So I've done the top of the orange, and I'll show you the other ones. I've changed them around as well. And that's the die for the... I just didn't want to sit there die cutting all the way through. And it does have this for the greeting, wherever I put it there. Okay. Now it does cut out twice. It's a bit, to me it's a bit weird. I don't know why they've done that. So it's got leaves, it's got stems. Alright, so we're going to cut that out and we're going to cut that out. Now, where's my piece of white that I had before? That one's not big enough. So when I cut my cards out, or my inside mats, because they're a bit smaller, I get 4 out of a mat and I get 2 pieces left over like this. And we're going to have to turn that a bit sideways, aren't we? That's alright. Just get my mini. I've already done my leaves because it was a bit of cutting. You've got 2 or 3, so you're running them through a few times. But that's what we have to do with that. All that stamping, don't we? So like those 3. I might have to order some more of these mats. I just got new, the other ones. So, whoops. I don't think I'm going to get that in at the same time. No, I'll just run this through first. So I hope you're all getting ready. You've done all your cards and they're all out. I've posted all mine. And when I finish here, that's why I've got some makeup on. I'm going to go and meet some friends. Hi, Roslyn. How are you? I found those dies, Roslyn. I couldn't believe it. I found them. Alright, so that's one. Hold off on that. Let's do this one now. As I said, I'm going to have to do it a little sideways, which is actually apparently better for your machine anyway. It cuts better. I don't know why. That's what I was told. Alright, let's go again. Yeah, it says live chat. I don't know if she can hear me. I would hope so. Because Rosalind's over on Facebook. So, alright, there's the other one. So, just imagine I sat there and I put that through and that through. And then that's all there is. So, yeah, it was... so... not too much in this one. So there is, as I said, there's sales today. So check out Last Chance, free postage over $65. So it's a good time if you want anything to get in now. Unfortunately, I don't need anything, and I don't, because we have to buy sort of so much stuff. See, now look, there's the circle around the outside. A circle. I don't know why it's not in here. I don't like that, to be honest. So I think when I did that one, I had to cut it out. I stamped it in that and then went over it. So I'm just going to not bother with that. Well, I'll put that up because, is it funny, I give a lot of my stuff to some of my class. Alright, have we got a long one? No. Let's see if this one is big enough. No, we're just going to do it normally. So, that's too big. So if I used a smaller stamp it would be alright, and I used a bigger piece of paper and I just left the end bit on. I don't know why this all comes apart, but I've glued it in to make it look better, but it's not really. Okay, so we've got that now. We've got that. Let me get my silicone back. That the right way would help. And again, here we go, giving us all little dots everywhere. So as I said, all my posters out. I'm having lunch this afternoon with friends from my older kids' school mums from when we were younger. Way younger. Now I've got my younger kids, and they have grandkids, and well, I do too, but I'm the one that got to keep giving with parenting. So yes, but they might be stuck on something. Oh, Rosalind, no, they were in another packet that was in the cupboard when I was putting away the stuff from yesterday's class. They were, all three of them were together and in another packet in the wrong one. So yeah. Alright, so first, before we put that on, we're going to put some ribbon around. And if I'm correct, I used the beige, but no, that's not going to go. So I have done it, because you can see it on here, I've done it all the way around. Okay? And then I've got to leave myself enough to come back and have just a knot on this side. So because you can see it on the other side, I didn't want to just cut it off and have little bits and look scabby. Yes, at least I did find them. I was so happy, Rosalind. Alright, so tear and tape round the back and up both sides. So I have done it at least an inch from the corner. Look, there's my inch. I'm really precise. Okay, well, I'm going to just put that on first so when I turn it over it's okay. Rosalind, did you see the card from last night? Look at this, Rosalind. Then it comes out and jumps out. Look at that. I was showing them the one I did last week. How's that, Rosalind? So, Rosalind's one of my class ladies. Alright, so now I'm just going to join that up here. Fingernails. You can cut one thing you can do is cut your tear and tape in it. The thing you can't do is pick up a lot of things. So, alright, now my bow's down low. So just to there, my knot. And just a double knot. Oh, where am I? Really nice. That's better. Okay, we're nearly finished, guys. There. So I have put this up on dimensionals because we have to have them up a little bit, don't we? Right, so I've put sort of one around the outsides a little bit because I don't want it to sink. So if you've got a little build up, whoops. That thing came off my finger. How many weeks have we got till Christmas? I think we've only got 2 weeks. So depending on, I've got family next Friday, right? So I think I can still do next week. Alright, that looks like an overkill, but we're going to need it because if it goes through the post, remember always put your heavy side to the back because they run rollers over the front. And you don't want it to pick up or mess any up there. Oh, Rosalind, that card from last night in a class might be hard work. I made it look easy because I'd done it before. But, I mean, like, I actually didn't find it too hard, so we probably could. Alright. Oh, guys, that one doesn't want to play ball. I'll put another one on. We've done a few hard ones at class. Really hard ones. It takes a lot of work. Okay, so now, how easy is this? So that's going, put the ribbon that it goes over. Oh no, maybe it's under here. Yep. We're going to do that one that way. No, it was over there and over. Okay. Alright, now I've cut out the little leaves in Pretty Peacock. No, I haven't. Lost Lagoon. Because I thought it was really soft with the Calypso Coral. So I'm only gluing up 2 leaves because I wanted them to sort of move out a bit, to be able to move. Alright, so just get those down. And I've done the other ones in a, what did I say? Scraps of Earthen toned. So that's the one that was, it's going to be on sale, I think, too. Right, I think I've got enough of that. 1, 2, 3, yep. And then in the Earthen toned, down there. It's so easy to just bling up a card, isn't it? You don't really even need proper bling. Oh yes, it's a good idea to add an extra piece of card in your pack if you're worried about the mail. Okay, and we want, that's a bit much. 1 up here. Well, that covers that one there, but that's okay. So you can see it there. Alright, and then our little Shalday. Now, I'm just going to snap that down and put that on dimensionals. We want to make it look like it's coming out of the out of here. Alright, so it's like that. And we're going to take that one out of there and put it up there, because this is going to just go there. And we're going to do it on the other side, of course. This is for my dimensionals. I'm not too low down, am I? Very aware of that now. Nearly finished. And I'll put that right on there Might take that down a bit smaller. Sharpen these scissors out. So I'll show you the other ones I made. Oh, my fingers are sticky. So there it is. There's your card, and there's your day. Now you can put happy birthday. It depends whether you want to write a lot or you don't, and it just stands up and you see it through. So I also made, because I can never give up, where are they? I thought I'd look at other ways to make them. So I did it opposite. I did the, well, they're in gold and that's in the brass. So I did that one in the opposite colouring. I even added a bit of more stamping in that one. Not much to write on though. And then I totally went cray-cray, and that's express black. And I cut it out in the top, and then I put the flowers because it has stems, and I cut all of those flowers apart, and then did some reverse and whatever. So I hope you like that. They're different, aren't they? Alright, well, everybody, have a nice day, and I'm off to lunch to meet my friends for a Christmas lunch, so I will see you hopefully on Tuesday if I'm not indisposed. And yes, have a great day. Alright, bye. Thanks for coming. Bye.